Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite rappers in the game, Trippie Redd. I've been a fan of his music for about a half a decade now. Safe to say I would be in the top 0.1% of his listeners. He is probably the only artist I could comfortably make an iceberg video about because I know so much about him. And recently he dropped a new shortly awaited album, Mansion Musik. I say shortly awaited because for the last year he was actually hyping up A Love Letter to You 5, but on a dime he just decided to drop this project instead. And prior to the track list, I was really excited for a dark trap album by Trippie. Songs like Dark Knight Demo, Big 14, and The Grinch all kind of fit in this category, and all of those songs are great. However, when the track list dropped, I already had my worries. And when it finally dropped, I will say this is one of Trippie's most disappointing albums.
It gotta be at least 14 to 16.
Okay, 14 to 16. What made you come to that number?
14 defines balance.
Okay.
So if I can balance 14 records or the right records, I think it'd be a great thing.
Yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. 25 songs is way too much. I wouldn't have a problem with this as much if Trippie decided to provide some variety on this project, but no. Outside of the last song, Trippie attempts to make hype trap songs for the entirety of the record. And in moderation, having an album with these types of songs are fine. However, we get over an hour of this. I don't know why after Pegasus, Trippie ever decided to do this length of an album ever again. I mean, a feature-length film of the same type of music over and over and over is just very, very draining. It just felt like a marathon to listen to, regardless of whether or not the songs were good or not. Yeah, outside of a few features, namely just Juice WRLD and Summers, who did well, most of them were forgettable or unneeded. Like Travis sounds like he recorded his verse on a cup and a string, Ski Mask's feature was exactly like the title of the song, and why was Rich the Kid on this album? When you have this many features, it doesn't even feel like a Trippie Redd project anymore. Honestly, when it came to features, Trip at Night did it best. They all fit with the album, and they don't take away from Trippie's presence, unlike this album did, and they were all good too. This has been the biggest problem with Trippie Redd for the longest time, and that is his songwriting. If you didn't know, Trippie records his songs like Lil Wayne, where he freestyles all of his songs in several takes. And this isn't a bad thing to do. If you're Lil Wayne, Trippie has proven that he is capable of great songwriting when he wants to in the past, but on this album, this has some of his weakest lyrics, like, Liddy like a tit... I know people don't listen to Trippie for his writing, but the poor lyrics stick out more and more when you make an album 25 songs long. And despite Trippie taking over a year to drop his next album, this album still felt rushed in a way, which I find hard to believe because this is the longest wait we have ever had for any new music from him. Yeah, despite a lot of flaws and the missed potential of this album and what it could have been, this record was still okay. And for all I know, some of these songs could really grow on me and I can grow to actually like this album a lot more. And a handful of songs are still pretty good, especially Nightcrawler. I know I was harsh in this video, but this is because I know Trippie is capable of so much more. When you have Life's a Trip, A Love Letter to You 3, and even A Love Letter to You 4 under your belt, you have so much more potential you can have for an album like this. We've heard so many songs like this before from you, and the fact that we finally got a full project of this and it just was not executed properly is just very disappointing. Let's just hope that A Love Letter to You 5 is better than this. And yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye.